Oh, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making some frames from yesterday. I'm going to be refinishing them. And this is a pretty hot day. And I'm going to go ahead and take off the tape on these frames. I taped them up yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and sand them. Alright, here's the table. I got to unplug the fan and a couple cords and wheel it out. It's out here, and then I'm going to sand these frames and get these done. Alright, I'm set up outside. I got my ear protection, a bunch of stuff on my head. This is going to make me cook. There's a pancake compressor there. I'm going to start sanding these sides of the frames. This process just takes a while. I got a little bit of glue residue on the sides, so I'm just trying to get all that off, so when I do a spray varnish, it comes out nice and clear. And here I am trying to do the tops of it. I gotta be real careful not to go too hard. So I gotta get those edges nice and flush. And it doesn't take too long to do all these frames. I did 6 of them. This took a while. Here's doing the back side, just trying to get some of the little bits and pieces off of that. And now it's time to blow all the dust off. This compressor, before I didn't have it, it really helps. And some sanding blocks to finish sanding. This takes a little while. Got to sand each little corner. This is where a lot of the glue comes from on the sides. And I do get a little bit on the top edges, but I use 120 first, and then I use 320 to kind of get it real nice and smooth. And doing some more finish sanding on the edges, kind of breaking those edges so they're not too sharp. I feel it kind of really helps make the frame feel better, especially when you're picking it up. Not real sharp on the edges. And blowing it off more. Still blowing it off more. And this one's pretty much done. It didn't take too long to do one. About 10 minutes to kind of get it all done. At this point I decided to change into some shorts because it is getting really hot. It's supposed to be about 100. And the bottoms of these things, sometimes the sandpaper can get stuck on there. I'll go ahead and sand the bottom off. I just take the sandpaper off and then get on the concrete and make it flatter. And here's the new sandpaper. This is 120. Putting it back on. And here I am. I forgot to take out the trash. I'm in a rush to get the remainder of the trash. This is what I had left. There we go. I still have plenty of time, but I didn't know when the trash man's coming by. Now it's time to varnish the frames. I just used some goggles, a little mask, I got from, I think it was Home Depot or Lowe's, one of the two. Dust the table off. That's where I'm going to put the frames afterwards. And now spray varnish. Just using a clear satin polyacrylic. Doing each side. About 2 or 3 passes on the side and hit the tops of it. Eventually I'll let it dry and then lightly sand it with 320 and then do another coat. And it doesn't take too long to do one and grab another one. And I tried putting a plastic sheet on top of this to protect the table from getting a lot of varnish on it. But then I'd have had a sheet of plastic that basically just stayed wet. So instead I just sprayed it on here and it just dries on the table. And over here I had to move over because I was just getting a little too much wind blowing that varnish spray over. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. It was a real simple video on how I finish these frames. And I hope to see you in the next video.